But what about you? Why are you participating in unnecessary violence?
I am really worried about my friend here, and I really want to get out of this situation.
I am toast. I'm gonna lose my mind.
Okay.
Why is there a slash between your own?
It's not worth it.
I don't know. I wondered the same thing.
Well, you
okay,
should
so
that more.
our sign here says if you're not vegan, you're an animal abuser. Change my mind. It also says veganism is a moral obligation. Change my mind. So what do you think about the sign?
Does killing animals for your sustenance count as abusing them?
Yes, because it's unnecessary. We don't need to. I have nutrition information right here. Peer-reviewed scientific evidence says that we're actually better off without animal products.
Sure.
So,
does killing plants count as abusing them?
we actually kill less plants on a vegan diet. So if you are if you're a plants rights activist, okay, are you a plants rights activist because you kill less plants if you're vegan? You kill less plants if you're vegan because those animals whose throats that you pay to have slit, they eat a lot of plants before they have their throats slit.
Fewer plants, and you cannot get it right because your argument is not succinct enough. It's fewer plants, and I don't know what to say about that.
Let's go. You got it. Let's go.
There are fewer plants killed in a vegan diet.
Sure.
So if you're a plants rights activist, then you should be vegan by your own logic.
I'm not saying that.
Okay, what are you saying?
I'm saying that things have to be killed in order to survive.
And so, but we can kill the plants instead of the animals. The animals feel pain, they suffer, and they want to live.
Oh, so you
it's
don't
unnecessary
know what
violence.
So you're saying
Plants don't have a brain or a central nervous system, therefore they cannot feel pain.
I disagree.
Let me ask you,
Have you asked a plant before what they feel?
if you were driving,
Could you mic up that tree right now?
if you were driving down the road and you had, if you had a dog,
Nope.
and a bed of flowers, and you had to choose between running over the dog and running over the bed of flowers, what would you choose?
I would choose to go the third way and not run over anything.
So, would you hit the dog to avoid hitting the plants, the flower bed? Like, would you, like...
Can you ask the same question another time?
What if you had to choose between hitting the bed of roses and hitting the dog? What would you choose? You couldn't, like, go any other way.
I would break.
Okay, but what if you had to choose? Just answer the question. It's not that hard. Okay.
I would break.
Okay. So you don't feel comfortable running over a dog, obviously.
Nor plants. Neither do I feel comfortable.
So you don't walk on grass. Like.
So you're saying plants don't have the same amount of value as a dog, is what you're saying?
Plants don't feel pain and they don't suffer.
So you're saying they don't have the same amount of value as a dog? That's what I'm hearing. That is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But even if they did have the same value as a dog, you kill less
so they don't
plants.
Have the same, if they don't have the same value, then why don't you eat more plants?
You kill less plants on a vegan diet.
Fewer. Bang! God! I've told you fewer. No less than 5 times this entire day. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What is your argument? I'm confused here.
My argument is that fewer should be used with counts, less should be used with money. I don't know exactly the exact term, groups. Fewer should be used when there's an S.
Talk about veganism.
Fewer vegans are on this world than...
Okay, let me just ask you, what is your moral justification for paying for meat, dairy, eggs, and seafood when you don't have to?
I enjoy eating food, and I don't want to eat plants for food.
Okay, so do you think taste pleasure, which is a sensory pleasure, is a moral justification for killing others?
Not other people. You try to say other people, but no.
Well, okay, so at least you agree that you wouldn't kill people for taste pleasure, right? So why is it then okay to kill a cow for taste pleasure if it's not okay to kill a person for taste pleasure?
Why is it okay to kill a plant for taste pleasure than a cow?
Plants don't feel pain. They don't have like a will to live. They don't have emotions. They don't have a brain or a central nervous system.
I mean, that's what you think, but like...
Okay, where's the evidence that they do have those
Where's
things?
the evidence cow has that thing?
They have a brain and a central nervous system.
I disagree.
You disagree? Have you ever like taken an anatomy class? Like, are you serious?
I've never spent time with a cow, but I think plants.
What about a dog? Does a dog feel pain?
A dog feels things.
Yeah, so a cow does too, don't they?
And so does plants, because they're
No, they don't. Where's your evidence for that?
Where's your evidence? Can you tell me your evidence for cows? Can you cite?
They have a brain and a central nervous system. That's what
plants
you need.
Plants also have a central nervous system.
No, they fucking don't, dude.
Can you show me your sources right now?
Show me what?
Show me your sources right now that plants don't have a central nervous system.
Literally just Google it.
Okay, then Google it.
I don't like.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know what you want. Like, I can't really work with this.
Let's assume that plants do feel pain.
Excuse me, sir. You're off camera. I can't.
Let's assume. All right. Let's assume that plants do feel pain, right?
Sure. So we shouldn't eat anything.
Well, you have to eat something, right? And even if we imagine plants are the only things that feel pain, right? And we're trying to reduce pain. You need more plants to have meat because you need to feed the meat. The meat has to eat something, right? The cow's going to eat grass, right? So you're hurting the grass that the cow eats or the corn that the cow eats to eat the meat. And actually, it's going to be a lot more plants that go into that than what goes into actually eating the plants yourself, right? It takes more plants to create meat than it does to create plant food. But I'm not even sure that that's your real concern, right? You don't actually believe that plants feel more pain than animals do you?
I'm not a huge concern of pain. I was briefly a vegetarian when I was 6 years old.
You're 6?
When I was 6 years old, yeah, I had like a brief spirit.
Did you mention that before?
I don't know, but I literally explained to him 3 times exactly what you said, and somehow he's like...
That's okay. You're 6 years old.
I really thought, oh, wow.
Vegetarian? Really?
Briefly, and I was like, you know what? I get more enjoyment out of meat than tofu. And I think I can do a lot more when I'm enjoying my food than if I'm not enjoying my food. I think I can do a lot more good to society. I do work as a sustainability consultant.
You're a sustainability consultant?
Yeah.
What did you major in environmental studies?
I did environmental engineering.
Oh, environmental engineering.
So I think I can do a lot more if I'm actually enjoying myself rather than not enjoying myself and struggling through life, whatever, eating whatever food. I think I can do a lot more trying.
Why were you a vegetarian when you were 6? Why did you want to go vegetarian?
I saw a few videos. Oh my god, it's still going.
Yeah, what made you want to go vegetarian when you were 6?
I think I realized that there were like animals getting killed, and I was like, I don't know. And then I lasted 6 months on that, and I decided that's kind of the way of life. Things have to die for other things to survive, and I'm just gonna enjoy eating food.
Okay. So you were 6 years old, and like, did something inspire you to become a vegetarian?
Nothing really specific. I think it was just I thought about it. I think I realized what was happening and decided that it was. I don't know. I just decided to try being vegetarian for a little bit.
How did your parents react to that?
They thought I wasn't getting enough protein. They gave me as much tofu as they could, but I still was struggling. I didn't like tofu, and so I went back to eating meat.
Yeah. And so you cared about animals. That's why you went vegetarian when you were...
Yeah, and I still care about animals, but I think at some point you have to realize that there's a divide between humans and animals, and there's always been, and you have to eat what you need to eat to get sustenance. And there's a point where you have to decide, okay, do I care more about the animals or care more about myself? And generally people care about themselves. And I don't know.
Well, I never say that, putting others, is bad for yourself, right? Caring about others is never bad for yourself.
I agree.
So I don't, listen, here's the thing. I've been vegan for 5 years, right? What is like, how am I not putting myself first, right?
I don't know. I mean, personally, I don't. I mean, it could be for you, but I enjoy eating meat a lot. And if I'm not eating meat, then I'm not putting myself first. And I think maybe I could enjoy myself not eating it, but I don't know. I think I'm more productive eating meat, doing what I want, and living my own life. And I can make a positive impact on the world without eating only plants, only, whatever vegans do.
So you don't think you can get all of that on a vegan diet?
No, I don't think at all. I think I really enjoy my life eating steak, eating chicken, eating pork, whatever. And I think, ask your question.
Yeah, sorry. I appreciate it. So do you think that enjoyment is more valuable than the animals' lives, right? So I just want to point out, you don't need to put yourself as valuable as the animals. Yeah. It's just whatever pleasure you're getting from it.
Yeah, I mean, humans have always eaten meat. I don't think there's any reason. I think it's crazy to say. I think the most ridiculous argument is say, oh, no other animal drinks milk, so humans shouldn't drink milk. Well, humans are also the most advanced animal. So if we think that if we've evolved to the point where we can drink milk, and we think we should drink milk because it gives us sustenance, then we should. We've evolved so far that we've always drank.
Yeah. What if we could get the same sustenance and not hurt animals?
I mean, ideally, sure, but I also enjoy, if you can give me a steak that tastes exactly like a steak, that's not from meat, then I guess. But
do you still think that that's worth more than the animal's life?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, what's the life worth? Who knows? I mean, how are you to judge? Like, one animal's worth is my sustenance. Then, I mean, it's not ideal, but I can live with that, certainly, and I can keep moving forward and do my work and try to better the world using meat. It's kind of
better the world using meat.
Yeah, I mean, I can keep pushing forward with what I do, and what I do is a lot of trying to reduce carbon emissions and stuff. And if it takes eating a healthy diet with meat, then I can live with that.
Wouldn't the carbon emissions be substantially less on a vegan diet?
Oh, if you can't do it for survival, that's another situation, but you are not in a survival situation, therefore for you, eating animal products is unnecessary violence.
Okay. I get what you're saying.
I'm not going up to homeless people, I'm not going up to people that live in the desert or whatever you're saying. We're speaking with people, everyday people walking down the streets who have the choice to be vegan. We're against unnecessary violence towards humans and animals.
I was vegan for a year.
There's no such thing as was vegan because you're either against the unnecessary violence or you're not. You don't go back on something like that. That'd be like saying I was.
That's like you trying something new. That's like saying, oh, I'm gonna try learning into Islam for a year. Oh, it wasn't my thing. This, that, and the third. I tried veganism for a year. It wasn't my thing.
So a better comparison would be, I tried not murdering people for a year and it just wasn't my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tried not abusing children for a year and it wasn't my thing.
You're making it seem as if I directly went out of my way and slaughtered the animal myself.
Of course not. And hopefully you wouldn't want to do that. I hope I'm not speaking to a psychopath right now, but you are paying someone else to do it and you have the choice to not pay for it. It's supply and demand. When you take that that meat or whatever, that milk off the shelf. They have to replace it, which means they have to slaughter the animals and go through the whole process.
But it's not like I'm going out of my way to buy my animal products from somebody from a random supermarket. I go directly to farms and buy any animal products that I eat. I go directly to farms because I was raised on a farm and I grew up around farm animals and I grew up around all of that lifestyle. So I know what's wrong with the American
So like, what difference does that make to the animals, like where you buy it from, if because in the end they all go to
lifestyle? They have a different lifestyle. When the animals are raised in cages instead of roaming out in pastures and walking out on their own and coming back the next day, it's a different lifestyle. They're out in the wild. They're doing their living. When they're in enclosures all day, you don't think that affects their mental?
So you care about animals? Is that what I'm hearing from you? You care about like their well-being? Is that what you're saying?
When you look, even regardless if you're raising animals to sell them or slaughter or whatever, you still have to make sure those animals are well taken care of.
Do you think slitting someone's throat is well taking care of them? Like honestly?
Tell me, in the United
when you don't need to.
In the United States, right? In the United States, how many animals are killed every day?
I don't know about every day, but it's 76 billion land animals a year throughout the world, and I think there's 3 trillion marine animals. So it's by numbers, it's the worst violence happening to the planet, by numbers of lives taken.
Yeah. I understand that. But how much of that is coming from the States?
I don't, like, what are you getting at?
I'm just trying to understand how much of it is the States producing on a daily basis.
I don't know the exact number. I just know that it's not necessary for you to pay for the animal products.
Right. Okay.
And it doesn't matter where they're made or where they came from, and it doesn't matter if they had a happy life, because that's even worse, because then you're killing someone who wants to live even more.
Right.
And they all go to the same slaughterhouse. Like, there's no such thing as humane slaughter. Right. When you don't need, like, if you have to do it for survival, that's one thing. But if you don't, then, you know, it needs a moral justification. That's all we're saying.
I go what you're saying.
Yeah. Bye.
Go back far enough when we're still eating cows because they're what we need to survive.
Yeah, but we don't need them to survive now, do we?
Sure, but...
And you're a smart, capable guy who knows about the environment, who understands this shit.
I think
right?
if I were eating...
Doesn't some responsibility come with that?
I think if I were eating too much lettuce, I would be unable to do my job. So I think my net emissions, so maybe, yeah, sure, I'm eating more cow than is allotted to me, but my job is bringing me back this way. So I'm reducing carbon emissions. If I were eating too much lettuce, maybe I wouldn't be doing the same amount of productivity that I am right now.
All right. I mean, I don't eat a whole lot of lettuce. You were vegetarian for when you were 6, all right? Don't pretend that you think that we only eat lettuce, okay?
I'm not a salad guy. I'll have a salad with some steak and some chicken, maybe Caesar. Beans, pinto, refried, black,
Dude, if we can get everything we need on a vegan diet without hurting animals, then why not do it?
There's a difference between what we need and what we want.
Yeah. Maybe
it tastes really good and I enjoy.
But if you wanted to kill somebody's dog, right? Would that be okay?
I mean, it's entirely different from killing someone's cow that they're offering us food.
What's the difference?
They are saying, "Hey, we want to kill this cow. This is your cow." Versus, "This is my dog. I love this dog. Don't do anything to this dog." It's entirely different. They're going for a different
what if they did the same thing with a dog? Would it be fine?
If they're saying, I mean, if we're in Asia, sure. If they're saying, "Hey, this is a dog that I'm going to be eating," I wouldn't buy it.
You have a dog? You have a dog?
I have a couple dogs.
Yeah. Okay.
So what's the difference between a dog and a cow?
Sure.
I'm asking you.
I don't think that there's a significant difference between a dog and a cow, right? I wouldn't eat a cow, I wouldn't eat a dog. I wouldn't eat a cow, I wouldn't eat a dog. What about you, though? You would eat a cow, you wouldn't eat a dog. Or would you eat a dog?
I would not eat a dog.
Yeah. So you got to answer that question.
So I think there is a
dude.
difference. I've already established the difference.
What's the difference?
The difference is one of them. I mean, one of them is grown for eating. One of them is grown for having fun and living life with.
Is that like morally relevant though?
Can you establish what you're saying?
Like, does that matter to the cow, to the victim?
I don't care
right?
about the cow. I mean, we need to eat food in order to survive. So, what the cow says.
Yeah, but all right. I'm asking you the difference between, because you're saying that eating a dog would be bad, right? You wouldn't eat a dog.
Yeah, I'd probably not eat a dog.
Okay, so why would you eat a cow but not a dog?
Societal norms, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. Do you think that maybe like certain norms in society are wrong?
I'm not here to say society is perfect. We're being filmed right now. We're saying society is perfect. We're being filmed. We're trying to say society is perfect. It's crazy talk.
All right. So you're saying it's societal norms, right? But do you reject that? Like, what do you think about society if it tells you that something's normal and it's not normal, right?
I mean, I make my own opinion. I don't reject everything that society says is not normal. I don't accept everything that society says is normal. I make my own opinion about it.
Word. So what's your own opinion about, like, is it okay to kill an animal for food?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
I think it's okay.
But it's not okay to eat a dog.
I didn't say that. I just said it's okay to kill an animal to eat food. I would not kill a dog to eat food. Some people may.
Do you think that it's okay to do that?
I think it's okay to eat something to sustain your life. I don't think dogs are the ideal option. Okay. And I would not kill myself.
All right, but
dog myself.
You know about sustainability, right? We went through this before.
Sure.
You need plants to feed the animals, right?
Sure.
So you understand that, like, the way that this planet works on a vegan diet, you have a population of 8 billion people or whatever it is.
Sure.
If you have them eating plants, you're doing like very significantly less damage than if they're eating animals, right?
In terms of what?
Well, in terms of like the trophic levels. I know you're like educated on this kind of shit, but basically,
so you're saying a lion should eat grass right now?
No. The point I'm getting at is that our planet has a limited amount of resources, and it takes a lot more resources to create meat than it does plants, right? You're going up the food chain, right? You're filtering all of your plants through an animal's body, and you're reducing it, right?
Sure.
It's only going to, like, 90% of what it eats is going to be burned off as energy, right? So you're taking all that stuff that cow eats, burning it off as energy, right? They fart, it becomes methane gas. But yeah, all of that resources that goes into, making that energy, would be much more efficiently used if it was just making energy for us and not energy for the cows, which we eat.
I disagree.
That's the truth, though,
no.
because
it's completely false. There's no way.
All right, what's false about it?
There's no truth about it. You can say, oh yeah, I'll use this energy this way, but who knows? Maybe I'd use that energy a lot more efficiently if I were eating from a cow than from a plant. There's no way to say, oh yeah, this energy is being used more efficiently.
Well, this is ecological law, though, right? So like, there's conservation of energy and conservation of biomass.
Sure.
Right? So you're not conserving as much energy and biomass if you're eating up the food chain.
Yeah, but there's no energy required to think of a really good idea. There's very little energy. What if I think of an idea that's going to save the world and I need a cow to do it?
You don't need a cow to do that.
I disagree. I think I need sustenance to do it, and cow's going to get me there. I don't think
Dude, listen, you've gone back and forth between like being serious and like joking.
I am.
I want to know what the real you thinks.
The real me thinks that I'm making an impact. I'm reducing carbon emissions through my job, but I don't think I would be making as good of an impact if I were eating only plants. I think I'd be in a very different state. I don't think I would be enjoying life as much, and I think what I'm doing right now, I have a net impact that is positive.
Okay. So you think that eating meat has a net positive impact?
I want to help myself, and I want to help the earth, and I think the best way I can do that is continue to live life how I do. And
wait, but you're telling me that I would be happier if I ate animals?
No, I'm not.
Are you implying that?
No, but you're implying that to me. You're saying, I would be happier if I were vegan, which...
Well, I think the animals would be happier. I mean, I think you would be too, but I think the reason you'd be happier is because you would be making the animals happier, and I think that would sit better with you than what you're saying now.
So have you thought about this? I need meat to sustain myself. I need meat to do what I do as a sustainability consultant. I save, I don't know how many animals' lives, reducing carbon emissions. The animals are happy that way. Sure, maybe I kill a few in the process, but it needs to,
You do not need meat to do that.
I don't think you know my biology, my chemistry. I don't think you know what I need to...
You're telling me that you couldn't do that if you were vegan?
I don't know what I could do. I'm saying...
So you don't know that?
I'm saying I've been successful being what I can be, doing what I can, and I don't think I would... I've eaten salad before. It's not as good as eating a steak and mashed potatoes. And I think I am able to live my life because I don't have a strict, I need to do this.
What made you want to be vegetarian?
I think I've described this before, but I thought about the process of what was killing animals and decided that I might try veganism or vegetarianism for a little while.
And you were 6 years old?
Yeah.
That's astute for a 6-year-old on your own.
I was an advanced 6-year-old, yeah.
Did you like animals?
I've always liked animals.
You do like animals?
Yeah.
So are you sympathetic to what we're doing here then?
I'm sympathetic, but I don't agree with it, sure. I think there's a way... I don't know if there's a way to do this without killing animals, but I think I don't know.
Is there a way to eat animals without killing them?
No, I disagree with that. I also disagree with the idea that plants are not harmed when you're...
So this was my very first official outreach video, and I hope that you enjoyed it because I'm never doing it again. Did you see and hear the dramatic difference between him talking to me and when a man started talking to him? I've always hated doing outreach, but this night just really put the nail in the coffin for me. Between the alcohol on his breath and the way he was treating me and just everything else going on, I just couldn't do it anymore. If you would ever like me to make a video about the frustrations of being a female vegan activist, I'd be more than happy to. Let me know down in the comments. Anyways, check out my other videos. If you are not yet vegan, watch the documentary Dominion free on YouTube or watchdominion.com and listen to the TEDx talk, Every Argument Against Veganism, here on YouTube. I have all the resources in the description always. Thanks for watching the whole way through. It's a great way you can support me, as well as liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, all that good stuff. By the way, this was my first time meeting the guy who did take over on the debate. He didn't express any interest in wanting to be filmed. Because I don't know him, I'm going to keep his name private unless, of course, he tells me he wants credit. I'm changing my approach to activism, but there is going to be lots to come in the future, so thank you for your continued support. I hope you have a beautiful, happy, peaceful day.